Imagine a world where no one stands for anything, no one speaks for you, and no one brings people together to make big decisions.
How would that country work? Who would decide the rules? You might think of the government, right?
But who makes up the government? Who helps people choose their leaders? The answer is political parties.
For the last 100 years, these political parties have popped up everywhere, all across the world. Today, it's almost impossible to find a country without them.
So, in our adventure today, we're going to find out everything about these political parties. Why do we need them?
What's their game plan? What challenges do they face? Let's dive in and uncover the secrets.
Think of a political party like the Chennai Super Kings or the Mumbai Indians.
It's a group of people who come together because they have a similar idea of how to win the game by playing together as a team.
A political party is a group of people who come together because they share similar ideas about how society should be run.
Their main goal is to contest elections, the big tournament, and win so they can get the power to turn their ideas into reality.
Every party has a game plan, a special strategy book. This book contains their policies and programs.
For example, one party might say, "Our main plan is to build better roads and hospitals for everyone." Another party might say, "Our main focus is to help our farmers and create more jobs."
They try to convince us, the people, that their game plan is the best one for India.
Now, you know how some people are die-hard fans of one team? A Mumbai Indians fan will always say, "Rohit Sharma is the best, no matter what."
They are strongly committed to their team. This is called partisanship. A political party represents a part of society and its ideas. It is known by its game plan policies and for which fans people it speaks for the most. Every political party has three main parts. It's like a perfectly balanced team.
The leaders. These are the well-known faces you see, the ones who guide the party and make big decisions.
The active members. Think of these as the rest of the players, the coaches, and the support staff.
They are the ones working incredibly hard behind the scenes, organizing rallies, talking to people, and making sure the team's strategy works on the ground.
The followers. And finally, there are the followers. These are the countless citizens who believe in the party's ideas and support them, often by voting for them in elections.
Together, these three parts make a political party really powerful.
Okay, so we know they are like big teams. But what do these political parties actually do? What's their job? Well, my friend, they are the ultimate multitaskers.
They have not one, not two, but 7 superpowers that keep our democracy running. Let's check them out.
Superpower number 1, political parties contest elections. This is their biggest and most obvious job. Imagine the election is the World Cup final.
Political parties are the selectors who choose the best players, the candidates, to represent them. Without parties, every single player would be an independent.
It would be super confusing for us to choose from thousands of people. Parties make it simple. In India, the top leaders, like the team selectors, usually pick the candidates.
Superpower number 2, political parties create policies and programs. Think about going to a restaurant. You get a menu with different thalis, right?
A Gujarati thali, a South Indian thali, a Punjabi thali. Each has a different combination of dishes. Political parties do something similar.
They take all the thousands of different ideas and demands from people and create a few clear menus, which we call policies and programs.
This makes it easy for us, the voters, to choose which meal we think is best for the country.
Superpower number 3. Political parties help make our laws. New laws for our country are made in the parliament.
But who is in the parliament? Mostly members of different political parties.
So, when it's time to vote on a new law, say a law for better schools, the party leaders will give direction to their team members.
Even if a member has a slightly different personal opinion, they usually follow the team strategy to make sure the law gets passed according to their party's vision. It's all about teamwork.
Superpower number 4. Political parties form and run the government. When a party wins the election, it's like winning the IPL trophy.
The winning team gets to form the government. They pick their best and most experienced leaders and make them ministers, like the Minister of Education or Finance or Railways.
These ministers then run the country according to the game plan they promised us during the elections.
Superpower number 5. Parties play the role of opposition. What about the parties that don't win the elections? Do they just disappear? No way. They play an extremely important role as the opposition.
If the government makes a mistake or has a bad policy, the opposition's job is to criticize them, ask tough questions, and make sure the ruling party stays on its toes.
They are the ultimate watchdog for our democracy. Superpower number 6. Parties shape public opinion. Political parties are experts at getting people to talk about important issues.
They hold rallies, organize protests, and use social media to highlight problems people are facing. Think about a big issue like saving our rivers or improving city traffic.
Parties can start huge movements that get everyone from news channels to your family members discussing the topic. They help shape public opinion.
Superpower number 7. Parties are our bridge to the government. This might be the most important superpower for an ordinary person.
Imagine your village needs a new water pump. Going to a big, confusing government office in the city can be scary, right? But you probably know your local party leader who lives just down the street.
It's much easier to go to him, have a cup of chai, and explain the problem. These local leaders act as a friendly bridge between us and the government.
And because parties need our votes to win, they have to listen to our needs. If they don't, we can simply vote them out in the next election. That's our power.
So, you see, from choosing candidates to being our voice, these 7 superpowers show just how vital political parties are. They are the engines that power our entire democracy.
My friend, we've seen the 7 superpowers of political parties, but what if they all just disappeared? Imagine a world without parties.
Imagine an election where every single candidate is an independent, a solo player. No team, no jersey, no shared game plan. What would happen?
Well, each candidate would only promise things for their own little street or colony.
I'll fix the street light on this corner. Or I'll make sure the park in our neighborhood is clean.
That's great, but who would make the big promises for the whole country?
Who would talk about building a new highway connecting Mumbai to Delhi, or a plan to give every student in India a laptop? Each person would just be looking at their own little piece of the puzzle.
Even if a government somehow gets formed, the elected members would only care about their local area.
Who would be responsible for Team India? Nobody. It would be like a kabaddi team where all 7 defenders just stand around and nobody works together to catch the raider.
The team would lose every single time.
We actually see a mini version of this in our own villages. In many panchayat elections, parties don't officially join the fight. But what happens?
The villagers know that to get anything done, they need a team. So they create their own small groups, and each group puts up a team of candidates.
This is exactly what a party does, just on a smaller scale.
This is why political parties are everywhere, from the biggest countries to the smallest islands. As societies got bigger, we couldn't all gather in one place to make decisions.
we started electing people to represent us. This is called representative democracy. But we needed a way to
collect all the different ideas from crores of people,
bring all our elected representatives together to form a stable government,
and have a system to support or challenge the government's plans.
Political parties do all of this. So, you see, parties aren't just useful, they are the very engine of democracy.
This is a fun question. In a democracy, any group of citizens is actually free to form a political party.
It's a fundamental right. Because of this, there are a huge number of political parties in every country.
For example, in India, more than 750 parties are registered with the Election Commission. In politics, only a few parties are serious players in the game of winning elections.
So, how many main parties are good for a democracy? Let's look at the three main models around the world: the one-party systems, the two-party systems, and the multi-party systems.
1. The one-party systems. In some countries like China, only one party is allowed to run the government, the Communist Party.
Imagine a 100-meter race where only one person is allowed to run. Can they even call it a race? Is it fair? Absolutely not.
A real democracy must have competition. It must have choices. So, this one-party system isn't considered a democratic option at all.
2. The two-party systems. Then you have countries where power is like a seesaw, usually swinging between two main parties.
Think of the USA or the UK. Other small parties exist, but the final match is almost always between the same two big teams.
They are the two main contenders for the trophy, year after year. This is a two-party system.
3. The multi-party systems. And then you have a system like ours in India.
This is the multi-party system, where several major parties compete for power. It's not just one or two. Many have a real chance to win. In India, you might have heard of alliances like the NDA or the UPA. These are examples of coalitions.
Now, a multi-party system can sometimes feel a bit messy, like school committee, where everyone has a different idea.
But its greatest strength is that it allows so many different voices from so many different parts of our country to be heard in the government.
So, which one is the best?
That's the tricky question. The best answer is that it's not a question we can really answer.
A country doesn't just choose its party system like you choose a flavor of ice cream. A party system grows over many, many years.
It depends on the country's history, its people, and its unique challenges.
India has a multi-party system for a very beautiful reason: our incredible diversity. We are a huge country with so many different languages, cultures, religions, and regions.
How can just one or two parties represent everyone?
It's impossible. A country as diverse as India needs a grand Indian thali with lots of different dishes and flavors so that everyone feels represented.
So, there isn't one ideal system or answer that works for all countries and all situations. Each system has its own strengths and weaknesses, perfectly suited to its own country.
Okay, my friend, let's talk about something you hear all the time. At the chai shop, at family dinners, people complaining about political parties, right?
They only show up during elections. They never keep their promises.
For many of us, political parties are everywhere. We see their flags, hear their slogans. For many people, the word democracy itself just means political parties.
But does this mean we all love and trust them?
Well, let's look at the secret findings from some big surveys. It's true. In India and all of South Asia, people are often very critical of parties.
Many more people say they have not much trust in them compared to those who have great trust. And guess what?
This isn't just an India story. It's a worldwide trend. Political parties are one of the least trusted groups globally.
But hold on. Here's where the story takes a super interesting, very Indian twist.
Even though we might complain about them, our connection with political parties is actually very strong. Think of it like your family relatives.
You might complain about your uncle or aunt sometimes, right? But when there's a big family wedding, everyone shows up, everyone helps, everyone participates. You are still part of the family.
Our relationship with political parties is a bit like that.
Surveys show that the number of Indians who are members of a political party is actually higher than in many rich countries like Canada, Japan, or Spain. And over the last 30 years, this number has been going up.
The number of people who feel close to a party has also been rising steadily.
So, it's a complicated relationship. We are quick to criticize, but we are also quick to participate.
We might not always trust them, but we know they are a vital part of our team.
And this deep, active connection is what makes our Indian democracy so noisy, so chaotic, and so wonderfully alive. Alright, in a country as huge and diverse as India, you can't just have one type of team, right?
Our political system is a federal system, which is a fancy way of saying that power is shared between the center in Delhi and our state governments.
So we have two main kinds of political parties.
Think of it like cricket. You have the state parties, which are like awesome Ranji Trophy teams, super strong and popular in their own state.
And then you have the national parties, who are like the Indian national cricket team with a presence and players all across the country.
These national parties are the big, countrywide players. Their state teams might play in different conditions, but they all follow the same game plan decided by the national leadership.
Now, who keeps this whole game fair and organized? That's the job of the Election Commission, EC. The EC is the head umpire of Indian democracy. Every single party has to register with the EC.
And the EC gives some special benefits to the big, established parties. It's like getting a verified blue tick on social media.
These recognized parties get a unique election symbol, like the hand, the lotus, or the elephant, that only their official candidates can use.
This helps us voters easily identify the team we want to vote for.
So, how does a party level up from a Ranji team to the national team? They have to complete a challenge set by the Election Commission.
To become a recognized state party, a team needs to get at least 6% of the total votes in a state election and win at least 2 seats.
To become a recognized national party, a team needs to get at least 6% of votes in the Lok Sabha elections or in 4 different state elections and win at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha.
As of 2023, we have 6 teams that have completed this challenge and earned the national party title.
Aam Aadmi Party, AAP, Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP, Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, Bharatiya Communist Party, Marxwadi, CPI-M, Bharatiya Rashtriya Congress, Indian National Congress or National People's Party.
Let's meet the big 6.
First, Aam Aadmi Party.
The new challenger formed recently in 2012, born out of a massive anti-corruption movement.
Main idea: a clean, accountable, and transparent government for the common man.
Strongholds, currently running the governments in Delhi and Punjab.
National Scorecard, 2019, won 1 Lok Sabha seat.
Second, Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP.
The Voice for the Oppressed, formed in 1984 by Kanshi Ram to fight for the rights of the Bahujan Samaj, Dalit, Adivasi, OBCs, and religious minorities.
Main idea: inspired by leaders like Baba Saheb Ambedkar, they work for the welfare and empowerment of oppressed people.
Strongholds. Main base is in Uttar Pradesh. with a strong presence in nearby states.
National Scorecard 2019 won 10 Lok Sabha seats with about 3.6% of the vote.
Third, Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP.
The cultural nationalist founded in 1980 from the earlier Bharatiya Jan Sangh, which was started by in 1951.
BJP gets their inspiration from Deen Dayal Upadhyay's ideas of integral humanism and Antyodaya.
Main idea to build a strong modern India inspired by its ancient culture and values. Cultural nationalism or Hindutva is a core part of their vision.
Strongholds grew from its North and West India base to become a pan-India party.
National Scorecard 2019 emerged as the largest party with a massive 303 seats. Currently leads the ruling National Democratic Alliance government.
The Communist Party of India, Marxist.
The political ideology founded by Jyoti Basu in 1964 believes in Marxism-Leninism.
Main idea: supports socialism, secularism, and democracy. They are often critical of policies that allow too much foreign corporate control and want to protect workers and farmers.
Strongholds has traditionally strong support in West Bengal, Kerala, and Tripura.
National Scorecard 2019 won 3 Lok Sabha seats.
Fifth Indian National Congress, INC.
The Grand Old Party, one of the world's oldest parties, founded way back in 1885 by A.O. Hume and Dadabhai Naoroji.
Main idea, a centrist party, meaning they follow a middle path. They stand for secularism and the welfare of weaker sections and minorities.
They support economic reforms, but with a human face, ensuring the poor aren't left behind.
Strongholds, historically a dominant force, it still has a presence across the entire country.
National Scorecard 2019 won 52 seats with about 19.5% of the vote.
Sixth National People's Party, NPP.
The Voice of the Northeast, formed in 2013 under the leadership of P.R. Sangma. It holds the special distinction of being the first party from Northeast India to become a national party.
Main idea, believes in celebrating India's diversity and focuses on the unique development needs of different regions, especially the Northeast.
Strongholds currently leads the government in Meghalaya and is present in other northeastern states.
National Scorecard 2019 won 1 Lok Sabha seat.
These are the big players on India's national field, each with its own history, ideas, and vision for our country's future. My friend, we've met the big national parties of our politics. But the game doesn't end there. Now let's talk about the super popular state parties.
Think of these as the IPL teams of Indian politics.
Just like Chennai Super Kings are the heart of Chennai, or Mumbai Indians are the pride of Mumbai, these parties are the champions of their home states. They are often called regional parties.
Some of these parties, like the Samajwadi Party in UP, have big national level dreams.
But others are proudly and fiercely focused on their own state's unique culture and identity.
Like the Biju Janata Dal fighting for Odisha or the Mizo National Front protecting the interests of Mizoram. They are the voice of their region.
And here's the big story. Over the last 30 years, these regional parties have become incredibly strong. In fact, for many years, no single national party could win the Lok Sabha elections all by itself.
So what did they have to do? They had to team up. The national parties had to form alliances with these powerful state parties to form a government.
Since 1996, almost every state party has been a part of a national level coalition government.
And this is amazing for our democracy. It means the voices, needs, and dreams of every single state, from Tamil Nadu to Telangana to Tripura are heard loud and clear in the parliament in Delhi.
It makes our country's democracy stronger by making sure everyone's voice matters. Now, we've seen how important parties are. They are the engine of our democracy. But just like any engine, sometimes they have problems.
Because parties are the most visible face of democracy, we often blame them for everything that goes wrong. And this isn't just in India, it's a feeling people have all over the world.
To be the true champions of democracy, our political parties have to face and defeat 4 big challenges.
Challenge number 1: lack of internal democracy within parties. Imagine your school student council was chosen by the principal every single year without any votes from the students.
What if all decisions were made in a secret meeting and you never knew what was happening? That's the first big challenge.
Often, in political parties, all the power is with just a few leaders at the very top.
They don't hold regular internal elections, so an ordinary party worker has no real say in the big decisions.
Loyalty to a single leader becomes more important than loyalty to the party's ideas. That's not very democratic inside the team, is it?
Challenge number 2: the family throne, dynastic succession. This challenge is a direct result of the first one.
When there are no fair internal elections, who do you think the top leaders promote? People close to them, and often their own family members.
In many parties, the top posts are passed down from one generation to the next, like a family business.
Imagine if the captain of the Indian cricket team was always the son of the previous captain, whether he was the best player or not.
This is unfair to other talented members and bad for democracy, because people can get powerful positions without real experience or support.
Challenge number 3: the money and muscle power game. Every party wants to win elections, but sometimes they use shortcuts, like cheating in a game.
This is the third challenge. Parties often choose candidates not because they are honest or smart, but because they have a lot of money or can raise a lot of money.
Sometimes they even take the support of criminals or local gundas to win. When big companies and rich people fund parties, they can influence the government's decisions.
This is like bribing the umpire. It makes the whole game unfair for the common citizen.
Challenge number 4: lack of meaningful choice. Imagine going to an ice cream shop with 10 different tubs.
Their names are Classic Cream, Royal Delight, Super Swirl, and French Vanilla. But when you taste them, they all taste exactly like vanilla.
This is how voters sometimes feel. The ideas and policies of different parties have become so similar, especially on big economic issues, that it feels like there's no real choice.
To make it worse, the same leaders often jump from one party to another. This can make you feel like your vote doesn't really bring about a big change.
These are serious challenges, my friend, but shining a light on them and understanding them is the first powerful step we can take to help make our political parties and our democracy even stronger for the future.
Okay, we've seen the 4 big challenges. So the million-rupee question is, how do we fix these problems? How do we help our political parties level up?
It's a tricky puzzle, my friend. Think about it. In a democracy, the people who need to change, the party leaders, are the same people who have to make the rules for the change.
If they don't want to reform, who can force them?
But don't worry, it's not an impossible puzzle. There have been some important efforts and suggestions right here in India to reform political parties and their leaders.
1. Stopping defection through constitutional amendment.
The problem: many elected representatives, MLAs and MPs, used to switch parties after winning elections. They often did this to become ministers or to get money rewards. This act of changing party allegiance is called defection.
The solution? Our constitution was amended to stop this. Now, the law says that if any MLA or MP changes parties, they will lose their seat in the legislature.
This new law has successfully reduced defection.
The downside, while it helped, this law has also made it harder for members to express any disagreement or dissent within their own party.
MPs and MLAs now mostly have to accept whatever their party leaders decide.
2. Reducing money and criminal influence. Supreme Court order.
The problem. We talked about the growing role of money and muscle power and how parties might nominate candidates with criminal backgrounds.
The solution. The Supreme Court passed an order to tackle this. Now, it is compulsory for every candidate who stands for elections to file an affidavit.
An affidavit is a signed document submitted to an official, where a person makes a sworn statement about their personal information.
In this affidavit, candidates have to give full details of their property and any criminal cases pending against them.
The result, this new system has made a lot of important information available to the public.
However, there isn't yet a system to check if all the information given by the candidates is actually true.
And it's still not completely clear if this step has actually reduced the influence of rich people and criminals in politics.
3. Making parties more internally democratic. Election Commission order.
The problem, we know about the lack of internal democracy within parties, where leaders concentrate power and don't hold regular internal elections.
The solution. The Election Commission passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their own organizational elections regularly and to file their income tax returns.
The result, parties have started doing this, but sometimes it's just a formality, meaning they do it without really changing how they operate.
So, it's not entirely clear yet if this step has led to much greater internal democracy within political parties.
Besides these efforts, many other suggestions have been made to reform political parties, even though they haven't been accepted by parties yet.
A rulebook for parties. A suggestion to create a proper law that forces parties to be more organized. They would have to maintain a proper list of members and hold open, fair elections for their top leaders.
More power to women. This is a big one. A suggestion to make it compulsory for parties to give at least 1/3 of their election tickets to women candidates.
This would ensure that the voices of half of our population are properly heard in our parliament and assemblies.
State funding of elections. An idea for the government to give parties some money or resources like petrol or poster paper for their election campaigns.
This would be like the umpire giving all teams some basic equipment, so they don't have to depend only on rich sponsors. It could make the game much fairer.
These are all fantastic ideas, but we have to be careful.
And here's the best part. The final two solutions are the most powerful of all, and they both involve you. Yes, you.
Superpower number 1, the power of your voice. You and millions of ordinary citizens like you have immense power.
Think of yourselves as the crowd in a giant stadium. If the crowd boos when a player cheats and gives a standing ovation, for fair play, the team has to listen.
By signing petitions, spreading awareness on social media, organizing peaceful protests, and supporting good journalism, you can put pressure on political parties.
When they feel they might lose your support, they will be forced to take reforms seriously. Your voice, when joined with others, is a roar they cannot ignore.
Superpart number 2, the power of your action. This one is the most direct way to bring change. You can't fix a car just by shouting at it from the sidewalk.
To really fix it, you have to be willing to become a mechanic. It's the same with politics. It is very hard to fix politics by only criticizing it from the outside.
The best way to improve a political party is for good people, people who want change, people like you, to join them. Bring your ideas, your energy, and your honesty inside the system.
Remember this, my friend. The problem of bad politics can only be solved by more and better politics. Your participation is the key.
Wow, what a journey we've been on today.
We started by seeing how a country without political parties would be. We discovered their 7 amazing superpowers, from contesting elections to being our bridge to the government.
We saw why India's incredible diversity gave us our very own multi-party Grand Thali system.
And most importantly, we looked the big challenges square in the eye and saw the exciting ways we can make our parties better.
We learned that the ultimate power to bring change lies with us, the people.
So, the next time you see a party flag on a car or hear a leader's speech on TV, you'll be the expert in the room. You'll know exactly what's going on.
And who knows, maybe one day you won't just be an expert, you'll be the one leading the change.
Got any questions? Ask in the comments below. We are here to help. Subscribe for more. And let's keep learning together. That's a wrap. Now go out there and amaze the world with what you've learned. See you in the next one.